everybody, welcome back. This is Kim and I'm so glad you're here. Please subscribe right now before you forget. And don't forget to like this video if you find some value in it. I would appreciate that. This video is about Proposition 22 and Doordash. What's the deal? In case you don't know, Proposition 22 was passed in November of 2020 during the election, and it allows delivery drivers and others to be treated as independent contractors with benefits concessions. So it was basically to keep the delivery drivers, Uber drivers, gig workers basically classified as independent contractors. So I'm going to kind of go over some things. I did some research. I just wanted to know for my own purposes what exactly this would entail, and I thought I'd share it with you. So basically, with Doordash, it gives you a minimum earnings guarantee when a driver is fulfilling a delivery request, not when they're waiting for a gig. So basically, you will be paid based on your active time delivering a minimum earnings. Proposition 22 also says there's no workers' comp, no Social Security, no unemployment insurance, no right to a safe workplace or any other labor protections. It doesn't give any of that. It basically, the only thing it really added was a guaranteed earning. And this is only in California, I believe. It's a California proposition. I don't know if there's anything similar anywhere else. I don't really know, but this was in California. So basically, DoorDash drivers, Grubhub, Uber Eats, etc., they're classified as independent contractors. So you are in control of your own workday. You can work when you want, where you want to work, or even if you work at all, you don't have to work. You're responsible for your own taxes, your payroll taxes, and all expenses that are incurred during your day. So that's kind of the background. How will Proposition 22 impact Dashers? You'll have a guaranteed earning. They have now a forced 6-hour break if you work more than 12 hours in any 24-hour period. So if you work, let's say you work 13 hours on Saturday, you need to have a 6-hour break before you start working on Sunday. So in a 24-hour period. So it's just forcing you to take a break, which I think is good. And this began in January 1st, 2021. There's going to be a healthcare stipend that you're eligible for at the end of each calendar quarter if you dash an average of 15 hours per week or more and have a qualifying health plan. I'm going to go into more details about this a little bit, but Medicare, Medi-Cal are not eligible, and employee health plans are also not eligible. So this is basically if you bought your own covered California plan, probably. You're also, as part of Proposition 22, required to complete a state-mandated safety course prior to July 2021. From what I gather, that's going to be made available soon, and you have until July to complete it. So, Dasher pay. You earn on your own time. Independence and flexibility remain. You choose when, where, and how much you dash. They have no control over that. DoorDash can't force you to accept offers. It can't force you to even work, period. If you don't want to work for a month, you don't have to. If you want to work every single day, you can. You can pick where you work also. You get paid as you deliver. You still earn base pay for each delivery. There's a typo there. and you still get 100% of all tips. DoorDash does not hold any back. Tips are extra, and you receive 100% of all tips. So the tips are not included in the guaranteed pay. They are over and above. Peak pay and challenge is offered to allow you to earn extra money. Those will continue. We still will get paid weekly. You'll see your weekly earnings and have the option to cash out daily if desired. So what's new? So this guaranteed earnings, it's kind of confusing, and I understand it more now. I got another typo. Wow, I was tired when I did this. So basically, you are guaranteed 120% of minimum wage. And this is minimum wage based on the local minimum wage at the pickup location for your active time dashing. So you're going to get, if you dash for 6 hours, but you're only active 3 of the hours, you're only going to get this guaranteed 120% of minimum wages for the 3 hours, not for the full 6 hours. So the active time starts when you accept the offer until the time that the order is delivered to the customer. That's the time that you're going to be included in the guaranteed earnings. Plus 30 cents per mile for active time when driving a motor vehicle in California. This is the active time, like once again, so once you accept that offer until it's delivered, that mileage there. These are the minimum earnings. You'll earn, if you earn more than that, you keep your earnings. They're not going to take anything away from you. And tips don't count towards the minimum earnings. The more you dash, the more you'll make. So how does it work? DoorDash will review your earnings weekly to ensure your weekly pay meets or exceeds the amount you're guaranteed. I'm going to show you an example in a minute. If it's less than the guaranteed amount, DoorDash will add a pay adjustment for the difference. You don't need to do anything. It's all automatic. So you'll just see that money. If it's due you, you will get it. If you already earned more than the guaranteed amount, your pay will not change. And your pay will never be reduced. So here's an example. Okay. Your active time was 600 minutes, 10 hours, okay? You drove 130 miles to complete these deliveries. DoorDash delivery pay for that week was $180, and tips for the week were $110. Oh gosh, another typo. Minimum wage in the pickup area is $15 an hour. Okay, so your guaranteed earnings for the week would be, so this is 120% because that's what they're going to give, 100% of minimum wage. So if minimum wage is $15, so we're going to get 100% of $15 times how many hours we were active. So our active time was 10 hours. So that's this part of the equation. Plus 30 cents a mile times the 130 miles that we needed to complete the deliveries. So our guaranteed earnings would be $219. You can see that we were only paid... so anyways, let's see. So 180 plus the 110. Well, here, this is easier. So since your delivery pay for the week, 180, was less than the guaranteed earnings of 219, you will receive a DoorDash pay adjustment for the difference. So it's 219 minus 180 equals 39. Okay, so you're going to get your 180 plus your tips of 110 plus the 39. So now you're going to be paid $329. So you'll see you're going to get your DoorDash pay, your tips, and the adjustment. This formula here will be used to figure it out. So you can always figure this out yourself. You can look at your active hours, how many hours you have. And if you know what your minimum wage is, it's 120% times whatever the minimum wage is in your area, times the amount of hours, and then this is the mileage. 30 cents times the 130 miles, and that equals the 219. So I know it's kind of confusing, but I'm hoping that this kind of answered your questions if you had any. I had a few other questions, so here they are. What about active time for stacked orders? Well, active time includes all the time you are on any delivery, whether it is a single order, a stacked order, it doesn't matter. Whenever you accept that offer until you make the final drop off, that's your active time. And those are your active miles in there too. So if you pick up from restaurant A and then go to restaurant B, and then you go to customer A and then customer B, all those miles are included in your active time. And that's your active, the amount of hours too. That's how it's calculated. When will I receive my adjustment pay? The adjustment will be shown on the earnings screen immediately, and bank transfer will be initiated Monday morning. So at the end of the week, when you see your earnings for the prior week, that's when you will see the adjustment. And you should get it as an additional bank transfer. It's not added to your original amount. It's a separate transfer. So you'll have two transfers on your bank. And the healthcare stipend. So this is, there's a lot of details about this. You might want to look into it further, but you have to dash an average of 15 hours per week or more in each calendar quarter. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So during those 3 months, your average has to be more than 15 hours per week to be eligible for the stipend. For the qualified health plan, you need to be the plan subscriber. So if your spouse is the plan subscriber, you will not be eligible for this stipend. So you have to be the plan subscriber. Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, and any employer-sponsored plan does not qualify. So if you have any of those, you're not going to get the stipend. So it's basically the Covered California plans, I think, that are covered, that you've bought on your own. And Doordash will send weekly updates as to how you're progressing towards a stipend. I've already received a couple of those emails, and I'm not going to be eligible because I have an employer sponsored plan that we're under, so I'm not going to be eligible for the stipend, but it's interesting to see how many hours you're averaging anyways. But yeah, so there's some good things here. I think that it's probably good that we're not considered employees, because then they would have a lot more control over what you do and how you do it and when you do it. Kind of the fun thing of having a side gig is you can do it whenever you want. You can pop in and dash for a little bit, and then that's it, at your own free will. Do you have any questions or comments? Please list them below in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. I got this information from the Doordash website itself. And if you have any questions that are not covered here, you can contact support, or you can look at the website. There's a lot of details on there. I tried to summarize it to make it easy to understand. If you have more info on any of this or better descriptions, please post it below. It'll help everyone who sees this video. And please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.